So before we go into the more specific details of cultures and countries that exist on FOCAR now, I want to give a brief overview, and when I say brief, I actually mean brief this time, of what the state of the three powers were before the Cataclysm. So, you up here on Clausen, you've got the Dragon Empire, going all the way down to the Burrow, over to the Reef. You also have, to the south, the Giant Empire, which also extends a little bit up north to the Gecko Islands. The rest of the territory, by the end, right before the Cataclysm, would have been human-run. So over here you'll have the human heartlands, and then over here you've got what were the human colonies. So these wouldn't have been quite as advanced as the heartland, but they provide resources. There's certainly a back and forth trade going on there. To that point, there was also trade going on between the three powers. While they were rivals, they weren't always fighting each other. So, this area here would have been surrounded by human territory. There's obviously going to be migration back and forth. So it's just because it's not in human territory doesn't mean there aren't humans there. Same goes for here. The elves were primarily in dragon territory. There were certainly going to be some elves in giant territory. So this is kind of how the world looked right before the Cataclysm. They were rivals, but it doesn't mean they didn't work together. You have, again, dragons, giants, and then what was neutral territory based on the Accords to stop the war between the two. But because it was neutral territory, it gave a space for the humans to flourish, starting out over here and then over here. Again, especially the neutral territory would become humans. There were rise and falls of different governments and peoples, but by the end, this is the state of FOCAR with its three powers.